Hi everyone, I'm Anahita, I'm French, and I'm going to start by saying how much I love Europe and European startups after the presidential elections that we had. Not that this entices us, of course, to go back to our favorite national sports, criticizing the Americans, or the Brits, our second favorite national sport, but it's still a huge relief. That being said, I'm very happy to present you Aster today. So at Aster, we strongly believe in entrepreneurs that have a strong ambition to really transform the energy, mobility, and industry sectors. Now, as you may all know, the pain point within these sectors is that due to quite rigid market structures, things may not go always as fast as expected. So that's what keeps us up at night. And behind Aster, there's a real thinking on what's the most relevant model for a VC to help as much as we can to accelerate innovation and growth. So our story starts with a strong international dimension that has been in our DNA since the beginning. So today we're mainly based in Paris and San Francisco, from which we invest all over Europe and North America. And then we have specific funds with dedicated teams to invest in China and Africa. So we have one in Beijing and another one in Nairobi. Then we're a specialized VC firm, and within our sectors, we mainly believe in the trends of decentralization. Second one is IoT or digitization, and at last, customer centricity, and so the need for new user interfaces. So that's why today we are mainly looking for companies within the field of digital energy, so meaning virtual utilities, peer-to-peer energy, and also distributed power and storage management software. Second one is connected and sustainable mobility, so all of the new business models around mobility, cars, the sharing economy, and also the management systems for electric vehicles. And at last, smart manufacturing, so really all the solutions that enable automation or the optimization of production and maintenance processes, and especially through cutting-edge technologies such as 3D printing, robotics and drones, AI, augmented and virtual reality, and cybersecurity, which is kind of a cross subject. In terms of maturity, so we're really expanding our scope. We'll be able to invest from seed from now on, which is a new activity for us, and up to growth investments. And this with first tickets, between 0.5 and 8 million euros. And so at last, in terms of geographies, we expect to invest almost equally between France, the rest of Western Europe, and North America for the core fund of Aster. So yeah, in a nutshell, we've been in the field for 17 years with about 45 companies invested. And so to give you a glimpse of our exits, maybe you might know Solaire Direct, the first developer of solar projects in France that has been acquired by Engie in 2015. Another example is a Swedish company, Connect Blue, in the field of Bluetooth connectivity solutions, acquired by u-blox in 2014. Seapower, a US company in demand response, acquired by Constellation Energy in 2010. And at last, Aventium, so a Dutch company in the field of green chemical compounds that just IPO'd in March. And so with the current fund, we've been investing in the field of AI software for cities and utilities with Cosmo. In the US, we've been doing several investments within IoT, so in smart lighting solutions with digital lumens, for instance, or with N-Touch in energy savings for buildings. And then regarding our most recent investments, so we invested in a French company called Finalcad, so in the field of BIM, Building Information Modelization. And this one is really empowering workers directly on the construction site to access all the data from the buildings in their tablets, which brings a lot of efficiency in the process. And our last investment with this fund has been EK Water, a virtual retailer of green electricity. A couple of investments have been made from our impact team in Africa as well, such as Off-Grid Electric in solar energy access for the residential, and Delight, so solar-powered LED lanterns. And I'm very happy to announce that our new fund will be operational very soon. So we target in between 150 and 200 million euros. And we'll be announcing your first closing in the few weeks. Now, I highly anticipate that some of you in this room will tease me because I've been making the same exact announcement a couple of months before. Turns out fundraising is a difficult journey, not only for entrepreneurs, but also for investors. But we're getting there. And now, the most interesting part, how do we add value to founders? So, to address this pain point of difficult market access within our sectors, we've implemented a unique model of being an independent VC firm. So within our institutional investors, we have, for instance, the EIF, and but then partnering with key corporates that themselves are industrial investors of our fund, such as Schneider Electric and Alstom. So with this model, we make sure we keep the interest aligned with our founders, but at the same time, we're able to leverage very strong ties, not just with one, but with several corporates. And so we define ourselves as a business hub, really, where we want to catalyze two key stages for startups that are market access and second, internationalization. And so how do we leverage really these ties that we have with corporates? Well, we take an active role in generating key partnerships in the sense of, for instance, technical collaboration, proof of concept, first contracts, and even distribution partnerships. And we have a dedicated operations team that is working on that on a daily basis. And for the internationalization, of course, we leverage all of our network and the different implementations that we have worldwide. So yeah, that's for theory, and let's take a very concrete example with Cosmo, a company we've been investing in 2014 that is offering a software solution to predict and simulate the evolution of complex systems, so basically cities or electrical infrastructures. And Cosmo benefited for a very strong impact on its business. First, through technical collaboration partnerships, both with Alstom on energy simulation and with Schneider on smart energy planning. In a second step, Schneider definitely contributed to open the utilities market for Cosmo. That is not an easy one to penetrate. And at last, this eventually led to a distribution partnership with Alstom, since Alstom is today commercializing its first software offer following a co-development with Cosmo. So that's kind of a nice story. So all in all, we are a very international team with strong sector expertise. And by the way, we share a lot of content on the results of our research on our social networks, so mainly LinkedIn, Twitter, Medium, and even Facebook. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned. And yeah, that's all for me. Thanks a lot. And so if you're an entrepreneur determined to change the game within the energy, mobility, industry sectors, or if you're a corporate looking for a new approach to access innovation and startups, don't hesitate to come to me. I'd be happy to discuss. Thanks.